Hello, and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. We want to start on the larger time frame here on the daily chart. Overall, I just want to communicate nothing really has changed since August. We're still holding above key support here for the bullish scenario. On the ETH chart, however, I have to say we're quite close to entering a more bearish phase. If there is a break below 1790, but we talked about that before, then this would open the door to an extended bear market. For example, that this wave 4 that presumably bottomed in June 22 would still be extending, right? So for example, into a more extended ABC structure, only after which, if it's finished, we could expect a fifth wave rally. So pretty much a bull market. The problem with this structure is it could also morph into a triangle, which I find very likely, and it would take a few more years of sideways action. So 1790 is really an important level, and doesn't mean we have to test that level. I mean, the low could already be in this internal wave 4 within wave 5, but the price hasn't given us much evidence for it. Okay, so overall you can see this is just sideways consolidation, and there are many ways how this can be interpreted and counted. I mean, on the micro level, right, we can say that the wave 4 is already in. There are a few ideas I have about this, but I don't want to confuse you, okay? So one idea is that the wave 4 bottomed and we're moving up now in A wave. The problem is the A wave can be a 3-wave move, it can be a 5-wave move, so it's not easy to identify. One scenario I actually haven't got on the chart here is the idea of this to be a bullish triangle. So it could be like, it's actually, okay, so a triangle, but that we say, okay, this wave 4 is here, and it might not go below the August low. It doesn't really change anything, but the count would be different, where we say, okay, this is a wave 4, but it's a WXY, and then we have in the Y wave, again, like a XY, and then the Y wave could be a triangle. So very exotic wave counts could apply here because it's all corrective. So essentially what that means, I would not worry so much about the micro count here on the ETH chart. It's quite messy. Essentially what it means is there is a clear invalidation point, right? There is a very clear invalidation point for the idea that the wave 4 already bottomed, which is the August low here at around 2065. And then we can say, okay, but there's a key level slightly higher, September low at 2153. So these are the two levels that support the white count and direct movements to the upside. The problem is, as you can see here, the rallies have all been corrective, especially this one, but this one as well in August. So August, September rallies have been corrective. So some kind of a triangle is actually not unlikely. That also keeps the door open for another low, because whenever we see sideways action, I mean, it means indecision. So there could be a triangle pattern here which sends us down, like WXY, and then A wave down. This is a B wave, A, B, C, D, E, before we go down lower. Essentially here, the price needs to break first below 2153, and then 2073, roughly 2070. But then it means that 1790 is going to be key support. So as you can see, it's just indecision. We are waiting for the first signals that we are in some kind of a breakout. And here on the smaller time frame, you can see the bullish and the bearish scenarios, quite balanced probabilities, because we're only moving sideways, right? There is no impulse to the upside at all. If the bullish count is playing out, it would literally have to be some kind of a diagonal pattern. I would not be surprised if it morphs, because there are plenty of options that could apply here. Really, I see a lot of different possibilities. So we have to really take it level by level with Ethereum. This is a sideways range, so the white count would have to be a diagonal pattern, and even in this one, this B wave could still be unfolding. The key level for the white count is this one, the September low. So that means wave count will change below that level, but it would make it less likely. Anything above that wouldn't really make the white count less likely, would just mean the B wave might be a little bit lower, but B waves can do that. Also, the yellow count allows for this triangle we talked about in the last few days. So where we have an Elliott wave triangle, And the B wave could literally be a triangle, yeah, and the E wave could be the last wave in the triangle, but the E wave looks a little bit short. If that's already the E wave, it's a bit short. So it might go a little higher before we break down. So it just means that the break down is still a likely option. It would require a break above 2,731 to make the yellow scenario less likely. And it would require a break below 2,309 to make yellow more likely, and a break below 2,156, which is the September low, to confirm yellow. But those it's pretty much just a sideways triangle, yeah. So it's just, there is not much going on there really. I mean, what is noteworthy is we're holding above those previous swing lows. We're holding above the trend line on the daily chart. But we are just, yeah, as long as we're printing lower highs and higher lows, there is not much new stuff we can talk about. Levels should all be clear, and we just need a breakout of the range. And the move to the upside is of course possible, but we need some kind of a signal like a break above 2007, here, 33, 34. That's the update about Ethereum. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.